the Cavaliers leading by 16. Well, the Cavaliers largely underachieved last season. A big part of that was constantly dealing with distractions the entire season, it seemed.
Yeah, it certainly appeared that way. It was always something with players fighting in-house or items getting leaked to the media and causing things to get stirred up. It's very hard when those distractions are circulating for you to be effective.
LeBron and Thompson are up front. Mike Miller is out there with Irving, and it's Marion in at the small forward position. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And with Cleveland, it was just a train of events that led to the bad environment between players getting into it with each other and saying they wanted out of Cleveland. Some players saying it was about their brand and nothing else. They did everything they could do to get things in order this summer and did a pretty good job at it.
On better footing now, for sure.
Irving passes to Miller. LeBron kicks to Miller. Trying to get open is Thompson. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
Trying to get open is Davis. Here's Boozer. It's hauled in by LeBron. LeBron's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
And for the Cavs, they needed to have a big change in culture, and they seemingly did that with bringing LeBron back into the fold and hiring Black. You can expect them to be solely focused on winning games this season.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Yes, Kevin, as you know, Nick Young re-signed with the Lakers this past summer and couldn't be happier. Said it was always his dream to be a Laker, in fact. He said, "This is home. I would love to finish off here as a Laker. My kids get to go to school and say, my dad is a Laker, and that's big. It's a big difference than being on any other team." Guys?
No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris. No problems knocking that one down. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Price kicks to Johnson. Left side, Boozer. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
The assist, Wesley Johnson.
So it's the Cavaliers now. They led by as many as 18 points. Oh, that's blocked. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Stolen by Thompson. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And Sean Marion with the slam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. Coach and front office questioning the team's effort level.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated, putting in the effort this year.
Well, you know, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence they might have needed. With LeBron coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership and play. He's got the clout of his championship rings. The whole mindset of the team is about to go to a very different and high level.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's LeBron. Lays it up and banks it in. Got 15 points.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Here's Thompson. The rebound by Johnson.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Price, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Price has got his first 2 points of the night.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Out to Miller. Irving for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, they faced each other twice last season, and they split those 2 games in what really wasn't a season to remember for either team.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. Steve referenced the series between these teams a year ago. And Clark, it's a good thing they matched up well against each other because they didn't match up well with too many other teams.
Well, that's exactly right, Kevin. I mean, we don't mean to make light of it, but the reality is neither one of them gave opponents very much resistance or too many problems. It was really a down year for both teams.
Tough seasons, you're right.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Dellavedova's got his first points of the game. Here's Price. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix. Here's Ellington. Shot is no good, so Cleveland will take it the other way. James kicks to Miller. That drops. Miller's got 5 points so far.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. I mean, get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Well, with a strong mix of perimeter and interior defense, these leading shot blockers among small forwards this past month have had a very good run at their own end of the court. And you look at Johnson, second in the NBA, a great defender. And, of course, LeBron James.
Well, that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in the league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the inside.
And that's the ideal makeup of a wing defender. The perimeter defense is really a requirement. I mean, you've got to be able to do that, but you can also block shots like these guys can. You become even more valuable. He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently. They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Ellington dishes to Davis, and stolen by Miller. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA. Second in second chance points. 5th in fewest turnovers per game. And they're in the top half of the league in scoring as well. Not too shabby.
And the big number there is those second chance points that you talked about, Clark. This is something that this team emphasized from training camp on, and it's really paid off. I mean, they get after you on the offensive glass, and they do a nice job of converting second chance opportunities.
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. From deep, Johnson. Another miss by Johnson.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket, giving up a huge run here.
Ellington kicks to Davis. They need this. Here's Sacre. The stupendous finish in traffic.
Boy, the fast break has really been good to them here, and they're clicking in transition.
Yeah, that's 3 of their last 5 scores coming in fast break situations, guys, so they've made the most of their opportunities.
Marion passes to Dellavedova. He kicks to Thompson. Shot clock at 6, and stolen by Price. Goes up.
Look out.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary, partner.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
Good work defensively by Marion.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes. Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. Steve, a resounding dunk.
Yeah, a take-no-chances slam, guys. Wes Johnson, the former number 4 pick back in 2010. He was a bust in Minnesota, but he shot better in his 4th season. And once he was moved to kind of a small 4, like the shooting power forward spot, He really found a niche for himself.
Here's Sacre, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. They get Sean Mary. And Wesley Johnson has always been impressive physically. Great size, terrific length for a wing, quick off the floor.
Yeah, he's got all of those ingredients, but his ball handling has been a bit mediocre, rather pedestrian, and I think that's held him back offensively.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for Marion. Dion Waiters comes in for Mike Miller. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Irving's shot is good.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, gentlemen, we all know the NBA has been adapting elements of the European game to its own game. It's a style that Cavs coach David Blatt is more than familiar with from his time abroad. Asked if he'd play LeBron at the stretch four, he said, quote, "You'll see LeBron there. You'll see LeBron all over the floor just like he's used to playing. I don't have to change him. Guys, when you've got the best player in the world, it's certainly easier."
All right, thank you, Doris. And LeBron accustomed to playing the four. Arguably now his best position. Now here's Ellington. He's guarded by Waiters. The Cavaliers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. LeBron dishes to Love. Puts up the baby hook. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Boy, just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
And the Lakers with some changes. Young comes in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Price. For Cleveland, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
Well, solid numbers for this club from the free throw line this season, shooting about 77% collectively.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
LA's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And Young, here we go. That's good. Young's got 9. Here's Irving. He's got 7. Dishes to Love. Can't connect from short range. Nice work on the boards, paying off at the basket. Love's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Sacre's shot is off.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And James throws it down.
A